Alright. It's finally time, isn't it? I'm not ready. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Okay. So, we are here for one of the last chapters in My Hero Academia. Let's see. So I just want to check to make sure I've got decent sound playback real quick. Sorry, again, I'm super scuffed. I keep telling myself I'm going to sit down and learn more things, but boy, where to find the time? Plus, I've just been really emotional approaching MHA, you know? After 10 years, it's finally time. 2 chapters left, MHA 429. Let me pull up, where is that? Viz. Oh, right. Alright, there it is. The color page. Oh, the color page. I really... Oh, I'm gonna miss these guys. Alright, yeah, no, this is good. Please open up your own Manga Volume app. I'm sorry, I obviously can't show Viz on YouTube. That's like multiple layers of copyright issues. So please do read along on the latest free software. Or, excuse me, the websites are free. You can go check them out right now on Viz. So I'm sure you know that, but it's funner to read along, right? I'm just gonna give people some time to come in. I'm just gonna enjoy this color page for a minute. It's so nice to see Shinso there in the art with Ojiro, and then just Shoto, Bakugo, Kaminari. This is so good, man. It's 10th anniversary as well, so like we're getting both the end of the manga and a celebration for the beginning of the manga at the same time. That just it hits too hard. Oh, that face. Like, everyone is in chaos around him, but he's just smiling. Like, he just accepts it. Hey, Sasha. Excuse me, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but hello, it's nice to see you. I'm just looking at the color page right now. I know, right? You can just look at it for so long. Like, I was gonna make a quick thread on it, but then I realized, wait, no, I have to do this. I don't have the time today to just, let my brain rot over a single color page. But I could. Like, you have Hagakure up there being an agent of chaos, and Tokoyami, funnily enough, just cannot. And Mina and Aoyama looking at each other like that. That's hilarious. Shinso literally getting roped in. Man, this is such a good color page. And All Might's hand on Deku. Oh man. And Kaminari can't look good to save his life. Just sneezing during the picture being taken. Ida is always camera ready. That's great. And wow, the girls look really cute. Like, that corner of Tsuyu, Uraraka, and Momo, they ate. Like, damn. They're all beautiful. I'm gonna miss this cast so much. Anyway, let's see. I hope you all can hear me all right. Let's see. It looks like the sound is working, so I'm going to roll into the chapter properly. Just let me know if you have any issues. Yes, Tokoyami is dodging chest, like, for his life. Fortunately, he doesn't have to worry about that with Jiro. It's so funny. Oh, man. Okay. So I'm going to start with the reading now. So here we go. Ooh, I'm going to have to zoom in here. Hold on. It's always interesting seeing whenever we do cutaways like this, I'm like, okay, what is the author thinking? We left on like Deku and Uraraka last time, but now we're cutting away to completely random character now. I did not expect this. Alright, I'll do my best to read. All I heard about my quirk was that it was a freak variant, unrelated to any others in my family's history. Ooh, the hand. Again, Shigaraki vibes. With, menacing fingertips, I guess. Out of nowhere, my mom, dad, sister, uncle, aunt, grandma, grandpa, and great-grandpa stopped being nice to me. They tied me up and locked me in the basement. I was so scared and sad. I started crying and screaming. So they sewed my mouth shut to keep it from opening. Oh my god. They sewed my mouth shut to keep it from opening wide. I don't know how many years went by, but one day they told me the country's doomed and tossed a bunch of water and baked goods at me. After that, I never saw them ever again. Some more time passed, and with a big crash, something cut an opening down into my basement. Just like that, I was free to go outside. We see the chapter title here. I am here. Wow. Okay. That's a big one. Usually, though, it's a double. I don't know what to describe it. Like, there's double meaning, double entendre. No, I think that's a different connotation. But yeah, usually there's a double meaning to his chapters. I'll see if Horikoshi plays this straight. The sunlight was painful and scary because I wasn't used to it. What had I done wrong? Why did I have to feel so sad? All this time, I've been so scared and sad. So why are all these people smiling so much? Okay, so, alright, it's the mysterious villain, or we kind of presume him villain, but he's not a villain yet, is the theme. When we first saw him teased back only 5 chapters ago, it was in the context of the next Shigaraki / All for One might be born in this chaos that follows the war. So this is that. This is the moment where he, might be born. That's the stakes here. My gosh, he looks terrifying. Just emaciated and literally sewn. His face has sewing. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, his life is a horror story. Like, straight up. All because he has a freak variant quirk. And remember, kose translates more directly to individuality. So there's some themes there. Oh yeah, it's way beyond cruel. Okay, we're transitioning now. Alright, so let's see. So why are all these people smiling so much? And then we translate. Okay, right back to Uraraka. I have always loved seeing people smile. That is such a... Wow, that is a transition. Alright, we'll see what the author goes with that. So, Uraraka speaking now. Oh man, I said this, I don't think I said it here last week, but I write threads on Twitter, and I mentioned that I like how Horikoshi draws her crying with her whole body. Like, it's a reaction from her gut all the way up, and obviously in her legs too, where she goes weak in the knees as well. I don't know, that's just, it's really good art. Character acting, I should say. Anyways, she's crying before the cityscape. This is the same cityscape she was with Deku last time. I'm sorry, I know I keep cutting back, but like my brain is on all cylinders. It's like I can't help but just like zoom in and analyze stuff, but it's like, no, I need to get to reading, sorry. I've always loved seeing people smile. That's why I set out to be a hero. And now here she thinks about Toga. Toga says, Oteko, you could have just done the right thing like a plain old hero, yet you went above and beyond and spared a thought for me. Yeah, I remember this line. This was Yoke Nakoto, which is thinking of unnecessary things specifically. That was one of my frustrations with Viz's official translation. Yoke Nakoto, unnecessary things. That's like directly referencing Deku's line as well. Of course, it's not that Toga saw Deku or heard Deku say it, but it's a thematic thing that was carrying over that Viz kind of missed for some reason. Anyway, Ochako starts to, well, she keeps crying. She gets lower and lower. Her thoughts continue. I got to live on at the cost of Himiko's life. It's my fault. She's... Uraraka! There we go. Deku enters. Okay. Alright, we go. Oh! Uraraka locks in. Oh my gosh. She immediately just, no, you are not seeing me like this. Wow. It's funny, but also sad. Yeah. So, Deku lands just as Uraraka is about to let it all out. She clams all the way back up. Deku? Why are you here? How did you... I just knew somehow. So I leapt over with one fall. Boy spent like some of his final embers just trying to get here for you. Oh my gosh. Because this is the spot where we had our heart to heart. That's not what I meant. I said I was heading home for now. Which would have been fine, but I had a feeling you'd be here. Why come, though, when I don't feel like being seen? Sorry, but I want you to show me what you're going through. Because, Uraraka, you've always been this way. Here we go. Oh, man. Okay, so she's wiped away all her tears and she's staring at him, all determined not to cry, it looks like. Even back during the entrance exam? It's my quirk. Sorry for stopping you, but, well, it's a bad omen to trip and fall. Oh, that was such a cute introduction. And with the points we needed to pass, can you give him some of the points I earned? All along, without fail. But Deku, well, it just screams, do your best. I kind of like it. You prioritize others over yourself. During the sports festival, too. Every time. Since way back when. Oh, my... Just seeing her break down gradually over this. Oh, my... Oh. It's so simple and pure, this exchange. Oh, it's going over... Okay, these are flashbacks of what Uraraka said, of the times Uraraka saved him during joint training and the rooftop. You've been saving me every step of the way. You're my hero. There it is. Oh, there it is. Oh my... So... Okay, hold on. I'll keep going. We'll see if there's more. But like, calling someone your hero in My Hero Academia, like, it's like when All Might does that for Deku. Like that's just. that is a high expression of love, you know? Like, when someone is your hero, you do love them. Like, that person has saved you, and this is like, it's an artful thing in MHA, because, like, being too direct with words, like, people tend to prefer roundabout ways of saying it, but this is still very, very direct. Like, wow. But I we'll see if there's more here. But I love this. Just like, this is literally what Uraraka means to him. You are my hero, which is why I can't keep taking that strength of yours for granted. Yes, that is direct theming. Good. Heroes are people too. Yes. Oh. Holding a hand can be enough to soothe the pain. Oh my gosh. No, that's hand holding. Okay, guys, I know on the tier list of things that are romantic, hand holding always manages to be up top. Just there's something special about that, you know. It's so funny. People will meme about it. Like, there's all kinds of things you can do that's romantic, but like the simple one, just the hand holding, it's so good. Oh, her face. She's uggo, and but she's also cute. Oh no. All right, I can't. Hold on. I obviously I can't emote like Ayaneru can. But here, Himiko, it's my fault she's dead. Oh, the breakdown. When heroes need protecting. If only I didn't get stabbed. If only my head wasn't full of pointless thoughts. 'Cause her quirk let her share blood with others. But it didn't have to end like that. I could have found another way. If only I'd figured her out sooner. Maybe it would have gone differently. If we'd met as kids. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, no, the Ayaneru is going to kill this. I just hearing her voice in my head it brings tears to my eyes. It's going to be so good. Who will be there to protect them? Yeah, when the heroes are hurting. That's the line carried over from next page. I get it. Yeah, you do. This is, again, a repeat of their conversation on the rooftop last time. Where Deku said, I get you. Yeah, this is the same thing. The same thing's been weighing on me about Tenko. About Tomura Shigaraki, I mean. I was told that I couldn't tackle that battle the same way as all the others. All for One himself said it. That the path I chose was the thorny one. Yeah, that's putting it mildly. Oh, the big city lights. Even so, I know if we keep going above and beyond to reach out, even when nobody's asking, it'll make a difference. Oh, no, they're interrupted. Oh. But it's Ragnarok, so I'll forgive it. She really is here. Deku is floating. He's floating. Because he's holding Uraraka's hand. Yes, hand holding is pure and simple, but just the fact that Deku is floating. Oh my. This was. It was just getting good. But this is fine. I'll cope. Because you know what? I really actually like Class A. And seeing them all concerned for Uraraka is also important to me. Uraraka, we're here for you too. Ochako, you silly head. Suyu. You're crying? No, I'm not crying. You're crying. Yes. Yes, you are, Sasha. Me too. Suyu. I was waiting for you to open up to me. You know you can say whatever's on your mind. Deku's checking his embers. Ah, the tears in his eyes. That was a big burst you used to get here. How's that ember doing? It's fine. Okay, Bakugo is checking up on him. Everyone, surprise Pikachu. Huh? The ember? Wait, you mean? No, hold on. Oh, they're all figuring it out too. He didn't tell them. Deku. Dumbass. Excuse me. That's a lot. Aizawa. Why don't you say something? They're all yelling at Deku now. Oh no. Ida has this exasperated look on his face. It's great. He's like, oh, you're kidding. It's like they're already kind of lecturing him. Oh, Mina is upset for him too. Oh. Deku is smiling it off. I completed one for all. Yes. Friendship. It's the friends we made along the way. Yes. We take this. Excuse me. I completed one for all. That amalgamation of power woven together by courage and heroism. Oh no. No, don't do these. Oh, no, this is it. They're flashing over to a bunch of different scenes. Monoma is still insane. He's doing his iconic pose, and apparently he got a statue. Good for him. Why him, though? I know he had, like, a pivotal role, but my goodness. Eri is singing, and Aoyama, they gave him a hat with a ball on top, and it's lighting up. That's not, it's not cute, but I mean, it's cute. You know what I mean. Eri, Jira, oh. Alright, I'm sorry. The entire rest of the thing is just gonna be going ooh and ah. I'm sorry. I'll try and keep it together. The party, Eri, no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just the art, the party, it's so good. When this is animated too. Oh no. Please, I want to see Bones like pop all the way off. Even though this is like random, everyone's basically a sketch right now, but I want to see like Bones convert it to Sakuga. Going forward, as long as everyone contributes to the weaving. That's right. As long as everyone contributes to the weaving, we're cutting away. Okay. Broadening the scope of the billboard chart, you say? That's one part of the plan, yeah? But only once the country's on its feet again, of course. It's clear that plenty of folks besides us pro-heroes played a huge role in the war. Which is why we should also be giving props to heroes in the original sense of the word, and not just currently employed professional, capital H heroes. I love this so much. Okay, hold on. There was some terrible MHA translations of this chapter going around, and when you have nuanced situations, the last thing you want is like someone's summary of it. No, this reads so much better than the leaks that I was unfortunately exposed to on Twitter. Oh my gosh, I love this. Hold on. All Might. I thought you might want to lean away from the whole popularity contest altogether. That'd make sense if you're only seeing the cons of the system and none of the pros. But I'm talking about an update that doesn't toss the baby out with the bathwater. Yes! No, see, the flashback to the Hawks bullshit. People don't understand Hawks, and this infuriates me sometimes. But, like, so, Hawks with the Endeavor plushie, right? that's obviously similar to Bakugo and Deku with their playing cards. And like when you're a kid, that kind of symbolism, you lean on that like a crutch, okay? Like that stuff holds you together. So like I understand the cons of treating heroes as celebrities, right? But people also kind of need that kind of idols. Not in the sense that, I mean, you can take it too far, obviously, but like it does help people to have someone you can look up to, you know? So like completely getting rid of the pomp and circumstances around hero celebrities obviously has some cons too. So I'm glad that he's taking this approach. I wanted to see like more, but he did say this was only part of it. So that's good. I'm glad. I'm really glad actually with this. I was gonna be kind of miffed with it, but I actually have hope now that the ending is a bit more. Well, I'll talk about it later, but I'm gonna keep going on with the conversation. Because even the greatest of all time can only handle so much. And if we're hoping to save more folks, those saviors gotta include more than just us pros. I see. In the hopes of cultivating any number of great heroes. And now we cut back to the quote-unquote new Shigaraki stumbling the streets. Oh, that familiar scene. Hello! Oh my goodness. Thank you for joining. I wish I could wave with my model right now, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'll set up my camera soon. Konnichiwa. Alright. The villain is wandering, or quote-unquote villain is wandering the street. The nameless man that we don't know yet. Why? Just me. Why did I suffer? Yeah, no, that pain. Oh, the fingers are coming off? Or are they spouting stuff? Ugh. Oh. The way, and back to the way Horikoshi is. Well, I guess you have a limited color palette when you're drawing a manga, but Horikoshi is very consistent with black-white theming, it seems. You there, boy. This is what got so many people mad on Twitter. I love this. You there, boy. I still wonder whether or not a hero helped that little boy after I walked away. Now and then, it keeps me up at night. She still thinks about Shigaraki. Oh. That day, Izuku Midoriya demonstrated to society. Oh wait, no, hold on. That's Hawks. Excuse me. So that hand, that's a chicken skewer. That day, Izuku Midoriya demonstrated to society the need to support each other. He taught us that sitting back and doing nothing isn't an option. Oh, wait, you see Deku and Uraraka approaching. They're approaching the scene here. I know that what he did hit home with society, and I bet that someday soon, the granny really is doing a smile and like... That's actually really funny. You'll be just fine, because Granny is here to help. I know people clown on this, and I think it's funny, but I also think this is sweet. This is exactly what you need, okay? It doesn't matter how much, government programs or social institutions there are. If you on an individual level don't embrace that and live that with your heart, these values aren't just societal things. They're things that you as an individual have to live and act out. So it doesn't matter to a point what Hawks does. I mean, it does, but I just mean Hawks can make any institutional level change Hawks wants to. If the people don't go with it, then there's no point. So this is really important for the series. This is oh man, I love this. This is just and then Deku and Uraraka's reaction. Ida's there too. Hey, is all well, you two? Heroes will have time to kill. That shot. Oh, that's the thumbnail. Oh, I love that. Oh, man. Oh, Hiraka cycle. Oh my gosh. Hold on a moment. I need to. Let me breathe. Let's see. Comment. I think it's important to know that Horikoshi treats civilians as a tool that shows what is considered common sense. Yes, he does. Horikoshi is really good at managing his characters. I love the way he uses the media. The media is a framing device, both in and out of universe. Horikoshi does that perfectly, and he understands cynically, too, the issues with, quote-unquote, the masses and, quote-unquote, the media. So, like, yeah, no, I really like how the author utilizes basically all of his plot devices. And it's really good to see that that level of consistency. It's what makes the world feel alive. Everyone reacts to all these major events. Horikoshi always makes sure, okay, when someone attacks the UA, what is the public reaction, for example? And how is the media treating this? And then the villains react to it too. Like everyone all the major moments have a group reaction. And that, again, that makes the world feel alive. I'm actually not sure how much more I have to say on this chapter, not because there isn't enough to say. It's just that, like, the chapter speaks for itself, in my view. Of course, I know that's not how everyone on the internet sees it. Everyone locks into their own preferred narratives, but to me, I think the author is being very sincere here. And it comes through to me, especially with his art. So we don't get a direct confession, it looks like, with Deku and Uraraka, but to me, it's really good. Like, to be called someone's hero is a very high expression of love. Like, and for Deku and Uraraka, obviously Uraraka has romantic feelings for Deku, and this whole thing was getting her to open up and express herself, not relying only on the strength of the people you love. That's such a good line. Like, so much about, like, the thing is, right, when we're talking about any kind of relationship, not just romantic, you need to be able to give something to someone, you know? And I know that's cynical, that's like all relationships are transactional. It's like, yes, but like the transaction comes from a place of love, not a place of, selfishness kind of thing. That's a difficult line to walk. I know that you can argue that's really just a framing thing. Maybe it is, but to me, like, when you love someone and you give to someone, I mean, there has to be. It's complicated. I'm not a therapist. Like, there has to be a degree to which, the person you're interested in is not perfect. So sometimes you give to them, and it's hard to do that, but you make the conscious choice to give. And sometimes you can't help it. You're so head over heels. You need to. Their happiness is your happiness. You need to give to them, kind of thing. So there are elements of that. But here it's like, yeah, Deku doesn't want to rely only on Uraraka's strength. More comments here. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see. I think having the old lady there is a good way to show impact on Deku has on society. Yes, I do. It's simple but effective, right? Like, to me, I kind of want, quote unquote, more, But I like how Hawk said this is only part of it, and it is, because you need public sentiment first, and then you need to be able to act on public sentiment. So we'll see if there's any additional follow-up, but I like the expanding of the billboard chart. That is a good spiritual thing, and also not throwing it away. Again, that is big to me, because there is a pro to, like, as critical as you can be about a commercialized hero system, right? Commercial incentive for people to step up and do the right thing is still good, right? Like, it's still better to have people who might not normally consider offering themselves a service. Now there's like a financial incentive to do it. Like, you still kind of want that. But ideally, of course, you have like real idealism underneath it too. So we'll see if Hawks can address some of the negatives of Hero Society as well. But I do like that, not throwing the baby out with the bathwater kind of thing. There's a Japanese tweet saying, for someone who has worked his way to become a hero himself, calling Ochako his hero is the greatest compliment that can be given. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, Deku is a hero worshiper. Like, and it's like, obviously All Might is huge to him. I don't necessarily interpret this as exclusive, like him excluding All Might, but he's elevating Ochako to that level of All Might, which is crazy in a way, just knowing how much Deku loves All Might. So this is not something that I take lightly. Like, this is a love confession. It's not given to you straight. And it's also respectful. Like, he's not going to Ochako, who's crying her eyes out over Toga, going like, oh, okay, I love you. Like, no, that's obviously tone deaf to do that. What he's doing is that he's saying, you are a great hero to me, but I also know that you struggle. And I want to see that too. Because that's what Ochako did for him. That's literally what she did. She let him be human back in the UA when he entered... when he was trying to go back there, and the civilians were telling him, no, you can't, you're a hero, go do your job. But she's like, no, we're people too, kind of thing. Like, that whole conversation, the back and forth was really great. And we're seeing that being given back to Uraraka here. I love it. It rhymes. It's beautiful. Wow. Man, I love my hero. Oh, and next week is going to be the last chapter. We're going to get future designs. We're due for future designs. I can't wait. Okay, man. Okay, so there's stuff that we haven't gotten that I wish we did more. Like, I could use like a whole arc of, for example, Shinso being in Class A, learning about Class A. It's like a great way to reflect on the characters too, you know? I really wish this epilogue was longer. Like, man, it makes me sad. But I'm sure there'll be extra MHA content. I'm sure there'll be a final movie. Like, they're not going to just end it here. MHA makes a lot of money still, and new fans are joining all the time. So I'm looking forward to more post-canon MHA content. I wonder, depending on where they leave off on this season of MHA anime, they might be able to make the last quote-unquote season 8, a movie. I mean, I wouldn't want that, because that means they really don't have time to add any extra content. I would rather have a final season. But depending on where they end, like, they might only have the final fight left, you know? So, I don't know. We'll see. I really wonder what the final chapter will be about. Yeah, no, I gotta wonder. We'll probably get more this is what society is like now kind of things. Obviously, there'll still need to be heroes, but I'm sure we'll see some things addressed here and there. I'm expecting a time skip, though, so we'll see. Man, I want to see, like, what are some of these characters' future? Okay, look, I remember I said Deku is a teacher theory. That is my going theory for Deku. It's going to be his Hero Academia from beginning to end, right? So even though he's lost his quirk, I am sure that he will still be at UA teaching, because that's also a great way to affect the future, you know? And I think that makes sense to him. He can see the good in people, literally. Maybe they will make episodes longer like Attack on Titan did. Yeah, maybe. That would be nice. This was a great chapter. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I thought I would have more complaints about this chapter given the reaction to the leaks on Twitter, but I am actually surprised with how okay I am with this. Part of it still depends on what we get next week, you know? But to me, this was really good and on point. It was also a delicate thing, right? This is one of your character's deep feelings. These are deep feelings of grief here. I don't think it was appropriate to do a straight, direct love confession. Like, that is not something you want to hear when you're grieving, you know? I know some people are like, yes, you want comfort romantically when you are grieving. Like, yes, I know that's a thing. But, like, in this case, between two high schoolers who are not dating, no, I don't think that works yet. So, yeah, I really liked the "you're my hero," but that also means you're human. You have weakness, and I want to be there for you to rely on. That is such a it's a great moment. And I know Deku's voice actor, Yamashita Daiki, is also gonna nail it. I remember reading the Japanese leak of this, and it sounds so, like, not intimate in the romantic sense, just intimate in, like, this is a delicate situation kind of sense, the way that line reads in Japanese. I love it. Deku being a teacher is a really good idea. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said it. Yeah, no, I think that makes the most sense to me. And usually I find that really corny, by the way. Like, I mean, I get it, but and I of course I like teachers too, but as someone who grew up in the United States, and honestly, teachers are people too. You have good teachers and bad teachers. Unfortunately, there's plenty of experiences with bad teachers to where I do kind of roll my eyes at the glorification of the profession. Not that it doesn't deserve support or anything. They're extremely important, right? But, like, just sometimes it's too idealistic for me. But MHA really does it right, I think. Just the way that it fleshes out its teacher characters, none of them fall off either. Like, Aizawa is still just as relevant before as later. And he acts as a teacher the whole time. Like, I can't help but compare to, like, Naruto with Kakashi, and how I just generally don't like how he feels completely sidelined sometimes in the end of any part of Naruto. Obviously, writing is hard, okay? Writing is hard. But teacher characters are hit or miss for me. Sometimes I think they get glazed too much. Thank you, that's the word I'm looking for, glazing. So sometimes I feel like it gets glazed too much when there's some ugly elements in it. Still, though, I love the teacher characters in My Hero. They're great. Let's see. So I do actually hope as Deku, like, if Deku does become a teacher, we see conversations between him and Aizawa and Present Mike, because I think they need another character moment here, I think. They're due for one. They deserve it. Yeah, consider how Aizawa is practically quirkless at this moment, and how both Aizawa and AM, or All Might, are both great teacher characters. Yes, like, it's incredible the way Horikoshi has handled his character writing. They still hit hard. Like, if anything bad happens to them, I am personally injured. All Might and Aizawa are some of my favorites. I'm really glad there was no love confession. That would have been the worst timing for something like that. Yeah, exactly. Right? It's too sensitive a moment, and they don't have an established relationship, so it's not, or an established romantic relationship, so, like, you can't schmooze over those deep feelings of grief with pure romantic affection. I don't think that's how you play that at all. So I really approve of how the author approached this. And of course, it has strong implications for later, and that's fine. I want to see them together in the last chapter. On a date with creeps. Grown up, you know. I want to see what... Okay, so Bakugo is probably gonna... Yeah, he has a lot to work through because of his medical situation, but he will. He'll be one of the best heroes for sure. So will Shoto. Tokoyami, I'm curious, okay? Like, I'm annoyed that he has this relationship with Hawks that they don't really expand on. Like, we don't have their full character dynamic, really. It's sort of just something that Horikoshi talks about but never, like, shows. I at least want to see if Tokoyami will, like, work for Hawks in the HPSC. That would be kind of neat, but who knows, right? I kind of would like them to have talked more about it. Hawks' character, I think it's mostly fine. The thing is that Hawks goes through some stuff that I'm like, I would like to see you be more, just a little more, have a little more angst about it. Like, you killed a man and such, you know, and you lost your quirk. So I would have liked to see some of his more, like, I totally respect, by the way, that he's an optimist, okay? Like, I totally like this direction for his character. I expect him to actually overcome all of those challenges. That is, like, totally fine. I would still like to see you, though, work through it. You know what I mean? Just like, okay, you do pause and you feel that sadness, but you are able to swallow it because you have people in your life. You still have people like Endeavor, like Tokoyami, who support you and who are worth helping society for, kind of like you remember twice and how life treated him, and you want to make a better society for people like him. Like, actually saying that stuff matters to me personally. So I'm disappointed that we don't see Hawks actually work through that with us, kind of thing. But maybe we'll see. Like, next chapter, he did say this was only part of what he has planned for his changes. So we could still get some introspection from him, especially if it's a longer chapter. Like, please be longer than 15 pages. I can't... What do you mean you're ending MHA in only 15 pages? Like, you could write a book, but... Yeah. No, yeah, I think there's plenty that can be said. So I'm not gonna complain too much about Hawks yet, because, again, there's still a whole chapter left, and hopefully it's longer than normal. As for, let's see, there are other characters, obviously, but they do kind of have minor roles. Like, Class A doesn't have too many societal impact level characters, other than what I think I've already mentioned. It will still be nice, though, to see where they end up, of course. Momo, Kaminari, Jiro, Mina, Kirishima. No, there's like a host of characters that I would like to see have some cool last moments. I'm sure everyone will appear in the last chapter. Man. Yeah, we could easily have one more volume for just the epilogue. Exactly, my total agreement there. Yeah, Aizawa really is one of the best teacher characters who does things. Like, he does not fall off. Not at all. Especially that bit with Aoyama at the end. I loved that. I love how relevant he is in the teacher capacity. Like, it's not just his quirk that's important. Any thought if we will have any information on Makia? Oh yeah, so Makia got pretty badly during the war. I have no idea what... I mean, he survived. I don't think Horikoshi killed him. But I do wonder, like, that was a nasty... I think you could see his bone, even, from how the laser tore through him. Like, oof. Oh yeah, and Mount Lady. Like, I want to see if she's okay. She took a thing to the gut. That was painful. And will future Tokoyami also have the ruffled hair? I'm curious. I want to know all the things. Yeah, hopefully the last chapter is a long one. Let's see. Any other thing that I may have missed here? I love Horikoshi's art. I hope he doesn't stop drawing. The way Ochako breaks down is so good. Just the anguish on her face. Oh man, I love how he draws. I love how he draws so much. Okay, I think I will end that here. I know I have to go and join Aniki Smash on his own stream to talk about MHA. So thank you guys very much for showing up to experience this with me. I really do appreciate it. Oh, I would love to see Tokoyami when he's around 30. Yeah, you do wonder, right? Because he's pretty short. I wonder if he gets a growth spurt. I think he's like barely 5'4" or something ridiculous. Maybe even shorter. I don't know. But yeah, I'm curious to see who wins the age battle, you know? Like, who ages the best? Does Kirishima go bald, for example? Or, like, I don't know. What happens with Mineta? Is the world unfair? Does Mineta also get a growth spurt? Like, that would be terrible. Any guesses on what variety of projects related to MHA would be? Oh, right. So they did put out an announcement. Obviously they don't want the hype around MHA to completely dissipate. So they announced that there would be some additional projects post MHA manga ending. We'll see. There's a lot of talk. Could there be a sequel? Maybe. Maybe there'll be a sequel. But I personally don't want that too much. I mean, I do and I don't. It's a weird thing. Especially if it's not written by Horikoshi. MHA not written by Horikoshi tends to be very not good. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of certain anime original scenes because characters end up feeling very flanderized. So yeah, I do wonder what kind of original projects there will be. I would like to see a new video game. Please? Like, yeah, no, we need a new MHA video game. I like One's Justice enough, but I don't know. You can be more ambitious. There's a whole lot to work with. Someone said, like, imagine Vigilante Deku arc video game. Just an entire video game of he's in that arc doing missions with Hawks and Endeavor as support, kind of. Yeah, no, like that would be like so cool. Just him running around the city like he's Spider-Man or something, or Batman. Like, yes, stuff like that would be really cool. You could also do a game that's like the Ninja Ultimate Storm series for Naruto. That would be nice. Other projects, I wonder if they'll announce new team-up missions or school briefs. School briefs would also be a cool place to explore more. Like, I remember when I said I miss having more Shinso in Class A reactions. Things like school briefs or team-up missions would be great for that, so I hope those projects continue. Maybe they'll do a team-up missions anime or a school briefs anime. I'm not sure. Those would be nice. The side projects are so lacking for this generation of Jump titles. They are. It's so weird to me. Like, I remember growing up with Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. They were like games after games after games with these. The anime, the way they handled that, there was like tons of filler. For better and worse. Just tons of filler. Even Kimetsu no Yaiba is lackluster with side projects. Yeah, I was surprised they're getting this weird Mario Party DS game, of all things, which is weird because Demon Slayer of all games, of all franchises, is really geared for like some type of Souls experience, you know? excuse me, like, it's built for challenging hard bosses kind of content in my view. Like, the setting is perfect for it, for a Souls type game for Demon Slayer. School Briefs is so good. I hope they expand it. Yeah, I need more of that too. Anyway, yeah, I really am looking forward to next week, but I'm really not. I have no idea. What's gonna happen next chapter. I mean, I do, but I don't. I don't want it to end. I can't predict anything though. There's like so little I can predict. All I've got is future designs and, additional plans that Hawks has put in place to shape society. I really hope it's like 50 chapters of just a story similar to chapter 1, right? Where chapter 1 is very self-contained. I have nothing but praise for chapter 1. You could basically read chapter 1 and be quote-unquote done with MHA because of how that chapter handles its storyline and delivery. I hope for another chapter like that. I doubt it, though. I do doubt it. I'm sure it'll... But I want it. It'll be good. I'll cry. Please join me again next week, guys. I would really appreciate it. And of course, if you're watching this later when I'm not live, thank you for tuning in. I'd appreciate your like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy my content. I still have ways to go in improving myself. This channel itself feels like it's in beta, just the way I'm still figuring things out, how to record, how to edit, how to make thumbnails. I still have a lot of work to do, but still, I would appreciate your support along the way. Thank you. All right, much love to you guys. Have a great weekend, and see you next time.